Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Kristin.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm great. I finally received a copy of our book in the mail about a week or two ago. Here it is.
I did as well.
I have to say, I like having a lighter paperback so I can pop it in my bag and carry it with me and show it off. This is so exciting. I want to thank our publisher, Multilingual Matters, for their support throughout the process. They've been fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Joanne, I've actually been meaning to ask you about the painting on the cover. It's just beautiful. This is one of your creations, correct? Could you tell me more about it?
Well, it's not just a painting. It's a mixed media piece I created using paint and some paper clippings. Actually, as you can see right here, I cut several passages from a beloved book that I've owned for years, one I've read time and time again. So much, in fact, that the binding finally wore off and the pages were falling out. It's from the Mandelbaum Gate. It's a story about young people that takes place in Jerusalem. It follows the lives of three characters. One is Muslim, one is Christian, and the third is Jewish. They use different languages and have different cultures and beliefs. Instead of participating in the armed conflict in the region, they ultimately choose to put difference aside and share and celebrate together. This story has stayed with me for years, so I decided to take clippings from some of the passages and add them to the piece. That becomes a gate metaphor. The gate flings wide open to welcome everyone. You'll also see in the piece a series of hands painted in black.
Oh, yes.
It's depicting the trunks and main branches of the trees in the forest. Each tree is a symbol of a different skill, a different language ability, and repertoire. There is a negotiation between each aspect to come together for a common goal. The goal of the orchard is, of course, to grow fruit. To create the fruit, I used a mix of acrylic and watercolor-based paints. So the art piece offers the metaphor of plurilingualism. Each tree in the forest is a different size and shape, and they are all interconnected.
Wow, Joe, I'm moved. Having admired the piece and now learning about your process and how it was created using mixed media is just amazing. And how you've tied this to plurilingualism is intriguing. The idea of different languages and cultures and the interplay of partial access and partial knowledge, partial skills, etc. The notion that people have repertoires, just great. Thinking about deaf or deaf-blind people and people's access and affordances, and as something that requires more research. Sometimes, go ahead.
Kristin, I'm reminded of a blog you wrote a while ago now, and something that really hit me. You said in response to the claim that plurilingualism is a new concept that researchers have just discovered in terms of an important new theory of language, you said deaf people have been doing that all along, because deaf people always have had to learn spoken language plus use sign language. They must navigate between the two, and also they must develop a lifelong habit of figuring out how to communicate and grasp meaning. And also that they've been doing this all along. That's the point you made.
Thank you for mentioning that, Jo. Yes.
Also, I was going to mention something that I find compelling about plurilingualism. Really, it's quite intriguing. Some ASL signs have now been borrowed and depicted in English, like the sign kiss fist. The ASL sign kiss fist has made its way into English from ASL. That shows the interplay of languages and agreement between language users. I've seen kiss fist in social media, on t-shirts. I kiss fist pizza is another example. That's really interesting to see how different languages borrow from each other and interact.
Yes, translanguaging. Another important theme in our book. Absolutely. How deaf people use language, how we teach and learn, and how we navigate language.
And how we develop curriculum that supports parents' learning.
Absolutely. How we critically look at the efficacy of education mediated by sign language interpreters. So many valuable contributions in this publication. Policy analysis, historical count of planning and policy, current educational practices, and advancements in teaching. Such a rich book. Jo, do you think we'll have the chance to create something again in the future?
Oh, I'm confident we'll collaborate again. Something will come up.
Absolutely, we'll connect. Bye for now.